Hello, I'm Francesca, and today we're going to talk about twin flames. And I may make this a series because there are a lot of layers around this, and I don't want to overload you with information. So, in this first video, I'm just going to speak to what twin flame theory is, what it actually is, some good things out of it, and then the reason that it's discordant. Okay, so strap in. And a little background. I have been thinking about making this video for a really long time, and it just wasn't the right time to do it. And it's to the point now where it had to be done. It has to get out there. Part of my mission and dharma is to help seed and anchor in a new way of being inside yourself and in relationship, and to model what co-creative relationship is and what the beloved really is. So that sounds juicy. Keep watching. All right. So twin flames don't exist. They don't exist. And I know that might be counterintuitive to a lot of things that you have read and watched. Twin flame theory has been around for a long time. And a lot of people will quote Plato and his theory about how humans used to, have four legs, blah, blah, blah. And then they were split in two. So your soul splits in half and then spends the rest of its life looking for its other half so it can be whole again. And just even saying that, like, there's a little, ooh. And I think that was misinterpreted very, very much so. And then there are also other Sanskrit writings about it. And then more, well, relatively recently, but not super recent, Dolores Cannon. And now you have a bunch of people. And in the last 10 years, the term twin flame has just like exploded and it's in mass consciousness. In fact, I've even seen it like in Cosmo, is this have you met your twin flame? Are you marrying your twin flame? And so step one of my mission is to dismantle this theory, because now it has gotten to a point where it is causing more harm than good. So if it's not a twin flame, what is it? Well, simply, it's a super intense karmic relationship. That's it. And in English, we have a saying: if it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, swims like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a duck. And that's really what the twin flame relationship is. It's just an intense karmic relationship. Now, there is some good around it, but the discordant now outweighs the good. So the first, I'll say, good point of this twin flame theory is that my interpretation is that it was trying to bring awareness, especially if you look at the Sanskrit writings, that there is the masculine and feminine energy. So the feminine energy is the creative, the masculine is the action taker. And to be balanced, you need both, and they both need to be in balance. So the discordant part of that is not knowing that we carry both. So I might have written down all sorts of things and done all sorts of research about twin flame, But if I didn't take action, then it's out of balance. So, or it could be vice versa. Or if all you do is take action, 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 you're going to grind down, because that creative is also what supports and sustains a little bit of respite. So you need both of those energies and balance, and every human on this planet has both. So, like I said, I think the good is that it was bringing awareness to that, but the bad was that you were seeking the counterpart outside of yourself. So I think the second good thing that is related to the twin flame theory is that people began to seek a deeper connection, something that wasn't just superficial, something that wasn't just transactional, that it wasn't just, oh, get married, have kids, work, blah. It speaks to that need in all humans of connection. But here's where the discordant comes in. It's placing that need for connection outside yourself, that was the only way you would be able to connect, that would get you closer to ascension, to divinity. And what it's really meant to do is to be that catalyst to connect back into your own light. And so a lot of people say, oh, the twin flame is a mirror. Well, great. If it's a mirror and you can see that light, that's what you're attracted to, then you go within for that light. You don't rely on the outside. The outside is just going to be a feedback loop. So it should send you deeper inside. And that's where it got discordant and made people feel more disconnected if they weren't finding their twin flame. The third good that I think to bring awareness about this belief system is that it made people and prepared them that they were going to face challenges and that they were going to see parts of themselves that were still unhealed or that needed shifted, transformed. Great. So here's the discordant. It's an old paradigm and an old tactic to use pain and suffering to awaken and to heal. We are entering a new phase. We don't need to use pain and suffering anymore to shift. 2,000 years ago, sure, absolutely. But as we have evolved, we don't need to use those same modalities anymore. They no longer serve us. So we can choose joy. We can choose bliss. We can choose deeper connection with ourselves. We can use good, positive things. We can use the beauty of nature, all sorts of amazing things to shift, to help ourselves heal, to transform. We don't need to use old and outdated systems anymore. Okay. And the fourth good is that it brought into mass consciousness this idea of oneness and this return, because it's linked. The whole point is that you find your twin flame and then it takes you closer to ascension. You're more awakened, you're on your path, etc. Great. We're all on the journey back to source, whatever feels comfortable for you, to God, heaven, whatever it is. But the discordant is that it focuses then on Oneitis. And there's just this one person that can help you. And there's this one, and if you don't have this one, that you're never going to get there. And that's absolutely false. And so many people fall into the Oneitis trap, and they feel even more disempowered, more disconnected, and it's having the opposite effect of what I think the original intent behind this theory was. Okay. So, yay. I know that's a lot. And like I said, I'm thinking about doing a series about this. So let me know in the comments if you would like to hear other layers around this. I've tried to keep it succinct because it is a lot to ponder, take in. It might be completely different from other things that you have read and seen, and that's perfectly okay. Just take what you need from it, what resonates with you. And I'm here to support you on your journey in becoming the beloved and magnetizing the perfect partner for you. All right. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe so you don't miss any new hot video drops. And I'm very grateful to you for watching this video and for your subscription. And at the end, I will link a video that I just recently did about karmic relationships. All right. Thank you so much. And until next time, more love vibes to come. Ciao.